Back to another Slab Stocks Sundays episode here on the Slab Stocks YouTube channel. As we look at the PWCC Weekly Auction number 100, this is the 100th weekly auction, which also means it's a special episode number 100 here on the Slab Stocks Sundays show. And we are joined by a very special guest today for our 100th episode. You've seen him around here a lot at the Slab Stocks YouTube channel. His name is Andrew St. Croix Cards, the host of Slab Stocks FC, which is now Instagram Reels every other week on Instagram. But Andrew, how are you doing?
Doing well, just ready to talk some cards. It's been a while.
Definitely. And of course, we're joined by Julian, as always, week in, week out. Good to see you, my guy. And for those of you who have not followed us on Fanatics Live over the past week, you'll notice something's very different because this is our first Slab Stocks Sundays episode in the new studio. So we do have a Slab Stocks studio now. It's very exciting to be here. Julian was here on Tuesday and Wednesday for Bowman Draft Release Day and some Topps Merlin Chrome Soccer rips. Now I'm going to be operating out here all the time. So hope everyone is doing well. We got Jerry in the chat, SCP7 in the chat, and we've got a big episode on the way tonight because we do have got, one, some huge cards ending, but two, I want to talk to Andrew about some of his favorite cards ending tonight. Andrew's got a nice diverse taste in sports cards and non-sports cards, so it should be a fun discussion. Julian, I gotta know, what are the odds that I guessed the right person tonight on the card at the end?
Yeah, I was waiting for you to say it when you said it was a special episode. You left that part out. For me, it's a special episode because you have one last chance to guess the name of the giveaway, and there's a -% chance.
A -% chance,
yeah,
huh? So that Wisconsin education is really paying off.
Negative, not even zero. It's negative.
Well, we'll see. We'll see. I mean, I hope that there's I hope that there's 100 people that join the giveaway at the end. But for tonight's purposes, I hope there's 5, so I have as good of odds as possible to do it.
Yeah, and we agreed to it that you'd shave your head if you didn't get it. So I'm looking forward to that.
That was never agreed upon. Never agreed upon.
Handshake never happened.
Yeah, no, that definitely did not happen. So for those of you that are new here, first of all, welcome to the show. If you aren't new, you probably know the deal by now. We're going to talk about some cards for the next, 30 minutes or so. We're going to bring up some comments. So any comments or questions you have throughout the show, please let us know. And then also we got Adam in the house. Adam says, "What's up, Andrew?"
What's going on?
Everybody loves Andrew, so that's good we bring him on because he's so likable.
I was going to say, yeah, I feel
us not as much, but you bring on Andrew, the views go up.
Julian and I,
it doesn't happen in every walk of life, so
that's false.
Yeah, you can say that to my students. Yeah, they don't always love.
Okay, but yeah, so there is some big cards ending tonight, starting at 9 p.m. Central Time is when extending bidding window starts. And also, I want to give a quick update. So next week, I know that just because if you're listening on podcasts, I don't want to say it too late in the episode, but next week we will not have an episode on Sunday. The 101st episode will actually episode happen on Thursday. Thursday, the 21st, we will be live, Julian and I, giving a preview of next week's mega auction. But it won't be on Sunday because it's Christmas Eve. And I'll be at church that night. So excited to talk cards though still, and it'll just be on Thursday. Time TBD. It will not be at the same time as this episode because there's no extended bidding window on Thursday. But I'll update all of you as that's going. And look at that. Real Music says, "What's the deal, Sunday fam? Happy 100." And Peg Junk says, "Amazing milestone. Congrats, homies." Peg Junk's a real one, real homie. Okay, so we're gonna start talking here about some soccer and such like that. But before we do that, I just want Julian to go ahead and give us an update on Gunnar Henderson's market. Give everyone a little bit of a preview for the Daily Slab newsletter tomorrow morning.
Yeah, I mean, when I was looking at this auction, one of the top cards when you look in terms of price, huge card for Gunnar Henderson, the rookie of the year in the AL, had a massive year on that Orioles team that hasn't been the best the past few years up until this season.
No, they were one of the worst teams that will be for the last 5 years.
But to put it plainly, but funny enough, doing some research on this card, a PSA 10, I think it was $5,000 back in July. So this is a PSA 9, and we're already, I think, over the price that it sold for as a PSA 10, which is not surprising considering how good he is. Orange color match, it's a massive card.
Yeah, no, it's super sick, and it's a 2019 Bowman Draft first orange refractor auto, PSA 9 with the 10 auto. Pretty stinking crazy card. But Andrew, I'm just gonna throw it over to you with the first one on your list that you brought up to me. You said, Andrew, let me know some of your favorite cards from tonight's weekly auction. Give us the rundown.
I'm gonna hop in real quick because Peg Jones said something that we're gonna have to use going forward. The Slab Studio.
I like it. I think that we're gonna need to get a sign outside of Studio A that just says Slab Studio.
Yeah.
All right, Andrew, though, give me a quick rundown here about the number one card on your list tonight. Maybe not number one numeric, it's just the first card you sent me. I mean, not one ranked, but tell us why you like this card so much.
Yeah, I mean, I think soccer's still in that really early.
And also, one second. Why don't you tell the people what this card is?
So this is the 2019 Topps Finest Prized Footballers Erling Haaland Gold out of 50. And one of the reasons, I look at starting to look at other sports, football, basketball, and one of the things that stands out to me is what inserts tend to be there year after year. And so, I mean, if we've opened, slab stocks open, Finest, and as people started opening Finest, you still get prized footballers, right? So 2019 would have been the first year for prized footballers. Haaland's in that Salzburg kit. And so before BBB and before Man City. And what do people like in the hobby? People like gold, and they like inserts that they can collect year in and year out. And so this is first year prize footballers. It's one of the first insert sets that I've seen that are continuous each and every year. And so I think it's a big card. And I think with him playing well, I know Man City hasn't been playing as well as they normally do, but they're still minus KDB and Kevin De Bruyne. And when he comes back, I think they start clicking on all cylinders, and they're going to be a force to be reckoned with. And he's going to start tapping in those goals, and that goal tally is going to start going up.
Yeah, so let's start here. Before talking about the card, let's just start with the Premier League table. So I didn't ask you about anything about sports to start the episode, but we'll ask you now. We'll avoid all Packers discussion because the defense is terrible and Joe Barry needs to go pack his bags. But let's jump into some Premier League because right now, officially, Arsenal is top of the table, 39 points, Liverpool 38. And for those that don't know, Andrew's a massive Gunners fan. Man City are 5 points back, which is, I think, shocking at this point in the season. Everyone expects them to always be at the top, even with injuries. But they had injuries to Haaland recently and injuries to De Bruyne. So let us know, when do you think Man City will start to get back up towards the top, or do you think that someone else will actually win this year? Do you think there will be a different winner this year?
I would love to sit here and say that Arsenal has I think they do have a legitimate shot to win the league. Watching them play against Brighton today was just an impressive, display of, football. I was just really impressed with how they play. But I think how, even last year, Man City, they hit the post-Christmas window and they just got on those rolls that Pep teams get on, and they just don't lose. They'll drop points in the first half of the year, but they figure it out. And when they figure it out, you don't want to be anywhere near them. I mean, 5 points is nothing, and it's going to disappear fast if and when they can stay healthy. And, but that's a big if, because we see in every club they're decimated by injuries. And last year they didn't have a ton. Kevin De Bruyne in the final of the Champions League, but they still were able to get it done and win that treble.
Julian, what are your thoughts right now on the Premier League table?
I think that's pretty spot on. I think all three of us have seen in past years that you should never be counting out the City team. And if I'm Arteta, I'm telling my team, we're barely in first place. We can't settle for this because, as last year showed, it's not done. We still have a lot of games to play. That City team they're so good, and they're not that far off. Like you guys said, I think Kevin De Bruyne is a game changer for that team. So it's all still to play for, and I'm just hoping that they don't win it.
I think the interesting one, though, if you look at that table, nobody would have thought Villa would be up that high. Very surprising. Unai Emery's done a fantastic job with that club. What are they, 15 in a row at home winning?
That's insane.
It's crazy. So can they keep it up? I mean, they've got a good core group of guys to get it done. It's quite possible Arsenal and Liverpool draw this next weekend when they play at Anfield. If Villa win, they're the first non-Big Six team since Leicester to lead the league since the formation of the Premier League.
That's insane. That's really crazy. And that's obviously going to be a huge deal as we go through the season. So we'll have to watch that and see what happens. Secondly, I think that Erling Haaland is kind of the poster boy for the soccer boom, soccer/card boom mix, obviously. And you got Mbappe up there too with him. He's not playing right now, right? Memory serves, he was injured the last couple of games.
Yeah, he's got like it's not a stress fracture. It's like a stress like on the bone. And so I think they're just taking it extremely cautious with him. Again, you don't want him for the December run if you don't get him for for the rest of the season. So they're gonna use very cautious, with Holland, and you still got Alvarez there that can get it done. And I mean, they shouldn't have tied Palace. I mean, giving up 2 goals in the last 15 minutes is just unheard of for a Pep team. But I like this card too because it's a good gauge. I think the last 9 sold for just under $1,500, so it'll be interesting to see where that ends tonight. And it's always to see, okay, is it above, is it below, where are we finishing with this card? But I think this is going to be a big card, as an insert set that will continue hopefully for years to come. It's the first one.
Right. Yeah, I agree. And just a really quick before we move on to the next subject, looking to the future, like I think when Holland got to City last year and started performing, a lot of people were like, well, he's really not going to be there for that long. Real Madrid will come knocking eventually, and he's kind of skipping from league to league, almost like Ronaldo has done and try to dominate each league. Do you foresee him eventually moving away from City, staying at City? And also, how does that affect, how much does he need to dominate all these different leagues to kind of look over his club, his domestic league, lack thereof success?
I think he does have to dominate, and he does have to continue to dominate wherever he goes, because there is going to be that missing link of international football. I mean, he's just not. I mean, he's not at the Euros with Norway this year. With the expanded field, you hope he gets to the World Cup in the U.S. in 2026, but that's not a guarantee either. So I think it's super important to dominate. I don't think he stays at City forever. I think he will move to a more prestigious, long-standing historical club. I don't know which one that is. You got to think maybe La Liga, but it's not like Barcelona could shell out the cash because of their financial restraints. So is it Real Madrid or nothing? And it'll all depend on where the domino falls with Mbappe too.
Right. And that's an interesting one we've been talking about for what feels like years now. And Julian has said he's been soured on Mbappe because of it.
Yeah, he's kind of done with Mbappe. But it will be interesting, like you said, if Mbappe ends up going to Real Madrid, like, would they still be interested in Holland? Like, would they try and pair up those 2 guys together? That team would be absolutely insane. But I would say in terms of his future at City, I think it'll get interesting if/when Pep leaves, and if those charges, supposed charges, anything ends up happening with that, which I don't think it will, because that's just how the political game runs with the Premier League and the top teams. But I think outside factors or like stuff within the club will probably dictate that too, like the timetable.
Now, our last thing here on this, I guess related to this Erling Haaland, not really, but Andrew, question from Peg Junk. He says, what's your thoughts on the MLS pulling out of the Lamar Hunt Open Cup? What's its impact on the U.S. soccer market? You're going to have to take this one because I honestly can't answer this at all.
Yeah, I think what he's in reference to is the MLS came out, the Lamar Hunt Open Cup is kind of like the FA Cup for England.
Sure.
The MLS teams are bowing out. They're basically saying they're not going to participate. And
Why?
It's unfortunate because of how much I love the FA Cup and how much I love like these lower tier teams can play the MLS clubs. But in truth, the fixture lists are getting so much longer. There's so many more games for these players. Yes, it's a big, big trophy. It's historic here in the United States. I think it doesn't affect the market too bad because I don't know how many people are cluing in just for the Hunt Open Cup. They're cluing in for some of those other bigger games against bigger teams.
Now, is it North America or is it just like the U.S.?
Like the Lamar Hunt Trophy is just the United States.
Okay.
It might include some of the Canadian, like the Montreal. I'd have to, don't quote me on that, but
yeah, that makes sense.
It's just it's like our FA Cup. And they're saying the fixture list, too many games, we've got to cut somewhere, and decided to cut the Hunt Open Cup.
Got it. All right, next topic. So this is not a soccer-related thing. We definitely could touch back more on soccer as the show goes on, as Andrew's got more to talk about. But I want to bring up this card right here. This is a Juan Soto 2020 Topps Dynasty. It's the gold patch autograph, 1 of 1. It's a PSA authentic, so we don't know, what that would have gotten numerically because it is great authentic with an autograph of a 9. It's got the authentic majestic patch here from the MLB jersey back before they signed with Nike. but it's a super, actually, funny enough, he actually is pictured in a Nike jersey there, but that must have just been when they started the Nike jerseys for that photo shoot. Either way, point is that it's a super nice card. 2020 Dynasty, as Julian knows, or at least he thinks probably is one of the best designs ever for Dynasty. Very much like the F1 cards there. But I bring it up because Juan Soto's on a new team. I can't remember the exact day he was traded. It might have been before last episode or not, but he's on the Yankees now. I wanted to give a market update on him. So we're obviously seeing this thing at $1,400 pre-buyer's premium right now. I might have to do a little quick search here on Carlair to see what something like this previously sold for, but I can tell you that his Bowman Chrome PSA 10 auto is up to $2,900 right now as of December 10th, which is a week ago. So he definitely was traded at this time last week. And that card was $1,575 in November. So a month before that is $1,500 about. Now it's upwards of $3,000. If you want to see anything, that is a Yankees effect and a new team speculation market swing, just look at Juan Soto. It's proven time and time again that actually some of the biggest changes in a player's market can come from getting to a new team, landing on a new team. Happens to NBA, happens to MLB, even in soccer, all this different stuff, right? Big transfer signings. Sometimes some of the most success you can actually have in the market is speculating on where's a player going to play next. And Cavs fan says, this show has just become soccer card news. Not true. We do talk about everything, including soccer. But tonight, we got soccer aficionado Andrew in the house.
I was going to say, when's the last time we've actually talked in depth about soccer? I can't even remember.
I think it's been a while. Andrew says too long. But yeah. So Soto's market's popping. Obviously, big news since last show was Ohtani signing with the Dodgers, $700 million, which is insane. But what's even more insane is the Dodgers agreeing to $2 million per year, or Ohtani agreeing to $2 million per year payments with like $68 million per year deferred, which is just absolutely unheard of. That type of deferred money, I don't think I've ever heard in any sport of all time. And that is that Todd Bowley ownership working for you, which is not working at Chelsea right now.
Yeah. Do you think they're going to introduce some type of rule to stop that from happening?
Listen, there's been deferred payments for a long time in baseball, but normally players just aren't crazy enough to accept those types of terms, right? Like he basically signed a $700 million contract that I read, I think per Darren Rovell, that, taking inflation into account, it makes it worth about $450 million in the same time span that would be if you played over that contract, which basically puts it at like just above the most valuable contract in MLB history. I think Aaron Judge, I don't really exactly remember what his contract was per year, is $40 million per year. So it's pretty similar, just a little bit higher than that. If you take into account inflation, but really what it's doing is, it's completely, almost saying gaming the system so that the Dodgers can sign a bunch of players in this next 10-year window. But in the end, if the Dodgers win squat and Ohtani's a failure, just like as if Chelsea's a failure, that's a lot of money going out the door for a long time that isn't bringing back any success. So Dodgers better, one, hope that they win a ton of World Series in the next 5 to 10 years, or even probably more like the 4 to 6 years. And they better hope that Ohtani brings a ton of revenue and that their team actually doesn't choke, because they've choked all the time other than the COVID year World Series. So, yeah, huge risk. As for closing the loophole from the MLB, would love to hear from people's thoughts in the comments. I don't know. I mean, that's been a rule for a long time that you can kind of span out your payments. Think of Bobby Bonilla. Think of Ken Griffey Jr., who, Julian, I don't know if you heard this stat, but he was basically the second highest paid player in the Reds last year was Ken Griffey Jr.
I think it was SportsCenter, ESPN posted like the 3 players that like had those deferred payments or still getting paid, and it was like Ohtani, someone else, and
it's the guys I named basically, Griffey Jr. and Bobby Bonilla, and famously it's always the Bobby Bonilla day is the day where he gets $1.5 million or whatever when he last played for the Mets, like I don't know, it was like 25 years ago or something like that, or maybe more. But I guess one of the questions is, how much does Ohtani signing with the Dodgers actually impact his market when, one, it possibly was just expected for him to go there financially. It was the destination that would have brought the most money, as we can obviously see, but also from a winning sense. Every year they're winning the division, basically hitting over 100 wins, but they have one World Series to their name in their last 35 years, and it was the year of when COVID was changed the format of the playoffs, all that stuff. And you look at Ohtani's sales for this card. You have a PSA 10 for 2,250, a PSA 10 for 1,764, and right here's a BGS 10 at 1,950 with 23 minutes left before it ends, possibly. I don't think that the market has changed that much because one, he still had UCL surgery this offseason, can't pitch this year. Two, people want to see the Dodgers actually have success, I think, before they put down their nice $1,000+ bets on, or maybe, those increases in payments to actually believe in what the Dodgers are doing. Obviously a stacked lineup, but we see it all the time. These smaller teams are coming up and winning these World Series, like the Nationals, like what the Braves did a couple years ago, like the Phillies, kicked the Braves out the last couple of years. Like, I don't think there's anything guaranteeing the MLB these days. You have a hot series, you have a bad series. Braves are the best offense of all time from a slugging percentage standpoint, and then just absolutely flopped in the playoffs. So that's a very, very, very interesting point. Adam, does Ohtani still have to pay California taxes by deferring? I read a lot about it. It kind of sounds like that every single state law is different, but when it comes to the California state law for taxes, just what I was reading, the money you make in California, like when you actually earn the money, is taxed on no matter when you're paid for it. But remember, he's not playing California every game. So there will be taxes in different states, I think, based on where he's actually playing games, to where he actually might make a lot more over time based on avoiding, possibly those higher California taxes at the time. But that could happen no matter what. So yeah, I'm not a CPA or anything like that. I don't think that he can actually move and just get out of it, Tom. I'm pretty sure it's when he's playing in California, he's taxed on that money no matter what. If it's home in Los Angeles or in Anaheim against the Angels, whatever it is. But yeah, there we go. That was my baseball spiel for the time being. All right, let's move on to Andrew's next card. We'll switch up from soccer for a minute here, and we'll
This
go.
is a signature Andrew card. I was waiting for one of these cards.
This. Oh.
Yeah. So Andrew, speak a little bit about your collecting passion for early 2000s football, and specifically a set that you're doing too. Maybe a good moment for you to call it something you're working on.
Yeah, so this was kind of like my era of collecting a little bit. Late 90s, early 2000s was kind of the tail end, high school to early college, and so these are all the players that I grew up watching. So there's that nostalgic factor there. But if it's shiny, it's something that I'm looking for. So the refractors, the X-fractors. And I really just love the early stuff because there aren't 1,000 parallels of these cards. Like usually in some of these sets, there's, they're very limited. And I'll talk about 2003 in just a second. But currently I'm working on a set from 2002 Topps Chrome. It's an insert set. It's called the Ring of Honor, and they're refractors. They're numbered out of 100. And my history teacher in me, it basically is a 36 card set. And it starts with Super Bowl I, and it does every MVP from 1 to 36. And so I've been working on that. I'm getting closer. I think I'm down to, if some of the deals I've been working on this week go through, I think I'm down to 4. So I've got 32 of the 36. One of them, I have purchased the Tom Brady. I do have a copy of that now, which was that's the biggest one on the list because it's really his first Topps Chrome card in that set because he's not in 2000 or 2001. So,
and Andrew, this is it, right? This is the Tom Brady right here.
Yep, that's it. Yep.
And I imagine that the one that you bought was this $93,000 PSA 10.
No, absolutely not. And what I'm learning too is like these are pretty tough to grade too. So the fact that there's a 10, I got to think that that's pretty low in the pop count as well. But mine was not. But the one card that you have on the screen right now, this is 2003 Topps Chrome. This is the gold X-fractor. So in this year, there's only 2 parallels. So you see 2003 has a black out of 599, and then you've got the gold X-fractors out of 101. And so, Ray Lewis is up. It's a BGS 8. I did a little bit of digging. This card sold at Golden in June. Same card sold at Golden for, I think it was like $105, but for me, when you're looking at like an all-time great, I know he's on defense, linebacker, but I mean, Ray Lewis was incredible. Like when you watched him in the prime of his career. So to be able to pick up something like this for maybe like $100, like for me, that's just a no-brainer. Like when guys are dropping thousands on, players that aren't going to matter in a year, you could pick up some really beautiful looking cards from the early 2000s.
Yeah, and I actually used to own one of not Ray Lewis, but I owned a Shannon Sharp, obviously on First Take now, and used to be a skip and undisputed. But I actually won it here on the PWCC Weekly Auction, maybe like a year and a half ago or so. I don't have it anymore, but it's a really cool looking card. I do have to say these X Factors really nice. I had some Brett Favre's from the set too. Andrew, do you own any of these? Any of the X Factors?
I do not own any of the '03 X Factors. So this is one I was kind of like looking at and being like, okay, do I want to, go in? But like Ray Lewis is not my guy. But I just love the geometric look of it too. Like, just the aesthetics of the card too. It's just a beautiful looking card. And when, I've had a couple people who have shown me ones that they have and some bigger ones. And to be able to hold them and like, it just hits different. Like the shine is different. The color and how it pops off the squares. It's a beautiful looking card. And so I was just interested, to see, I like that early stuff from 2000 from Topps Chrome.
And keeping with the football theme here, I'm going to throw us over to Julian. Julian, speak about the Superchargers and Justin Herbert and how super they are. Actually, not super they are right now.
That's actually funny. Superchargers. Yeah, the exact opposite right now. Herbert's out for the rest of the season with an injury. They haven't had the best year once again. Their head coach is slightly incompetent when running the offense and defense. To put it plainly, as someone who is a fan of Justin Herbert and the potential that team has. On top of that, I think they're facing a bunch of salary problems going forward for the next year. Older players. So it's not looking great for the Chargers. They're going to try and find a new head coach. So hopefully that's a good hire, because that will dictate a lot of what's going to happen. Justin Herbert has shown a ton of potential, but the team just can't win anything. So it'll be interesting. Definitely be interesting. I did mention to Aaron, it would be an interesting time to pick up Herbert card. Maybe not now, but like in the off season, because his stuff has tanked.
Yeah, and
how unfortunate the season has been for them. Aaron, you wanted to say something?
I was just gonna say, yeah, Brandon Staley getting fired. I mean, for everyone holding Herbert cards, there might be no head coaching hire that's more important to card collectors than actually the replacement for Brandon Staley. Because if you think about it, normally these like really good quarterbacks, Mahomes have got Andy Reid and stuff. Like these guys are kind of there, and they're kind of there to help them win. Like this was a very clear situation where you have a very talented quarterback that is just led by a terrible coach. So I think that card collectors are going to be on the edge of their seat waiting to see who the Chargers hire, not only for coach, but for GM also.
Yeah, because they cleaned house. So big upcoming offseason for the Chargers, and for Chargers' sakes, I hope they make some good decisions.
But Julian, you believe in Herbert still?
I think in the right position with a good coach, I do believe in him.
Okay.
I think
I'm seeing his trajectory. Like I feel like he's moving towards like a Phillip Rivers trajectory, where he just is a good quarterback but can't win anything, never goes to the playoffs, and like then I start looking, okay, like what does Phillip Rivers cards do? And that kind of scares me a little bit.
Yeah,
dude,
I mean it's a fair guess as to based off of what's happened so far. From everything I've seen, he's just been so good, and his team is just like, there's been plays where it's like, what are you guys doing? Like Justin Herbert's putting you in the perfect position to win the game, and then it's a bad call or bad something. So it could go either way. It's going to be an important couple of years for Justin Herbert, because there are a lot of doubts already with him and in his market.
Well, and it's hard to the AFC because it's just so.
Yes, that's another one.
I mean, not to mention that the Broncos, like they did just get smacked by the Lions last night, but they're actually having a better year than people expected, or at least from where they were at the start of the season, and they were before this week, they were like one game behind the Chiefs for the division. Yep. And you're talking about having to not only overcome the Chiefs, but possibly the Broncos too. And then even the Raiders, I mean, honestly, other than losing 3-0 to the Vikings the other week, they just dropped like 70 points in the Chargers. So like the Chargers are now like very far behind the entire division, plus the rest of the conference too, with all the other good quarterbacks.
Yeah, and that also just shows like when Herbert was in, sure they were losing, but like at least they were like kind of competing. This is really showing you like how bad of a team that is.
Which is interesting because I feel like for a long time it was, the Chargers one of the best rosters in the NFL. It just has to be healthy. But now I think maybe either one, big coaching problems, or two, maybe it's not as amazing as people were saying.
And to real music, don't take any more of our coaches. We lose a coach every year, and they go and do something good, and then we have to find someone new. So let's make it through this year, and the Niners keep all their coaches.
Julian, we're gonna keep on NFL for a second here. You brought this up to me today. Tell me what you told me, or tell everyone what you told me about Brock Purdy today and his season he's having.
Okay, I'm his MVP odds are really alive today after Dak Prescott kind of got blown up by the Bills. But to me, it might be one of the craziest stories in sports if Brock Purdy wins MVP in year 2 after being the last pick of the draft. That's like, I can't even think of anything crazier. Like, I was like, maybe Leicester winning the Premier League after getting promoted, but like this dude, no one believed him. And even like the Niners might have seen something, but they took him so late that nothing was expected of him. And now he's in an MVP conversation. It might be one of the craziest things I've ever seen if it happens.
I'd have to agree with you. And speaking about crazy things, there may be no crazier and no worse investment from a total draft class standpoint than the 2021 NFL draft. Like, I'm not even joking right now. You have got Trey Lance, Mac Jones, Zach Wilson, Justin Fields, even Trevor Lawrence, who has done some good things, but from the point he was at and where he is hyped up to be, hasn't really done a whole lot. This Mac Jones card right here is $240 of Stars and Stripes RPA, PSA 8, number out 25. Can I get a guess from Andrew for what a raw of this card did a year and a half ago?
A year and a half ago?
A year and a half ago. What a non-graded card, just like this, sold for.
I don't know, like 35,000.
Wow, you're actually pretty close. No, it was $25,000.
Oh my!
Which,
because I mean, we're also talking a different time period too, with money going through the roof. Yeah, that's crazy.
And he was probably nominated for a Pro Bowl, like around there, something like that.
Yeah, and the Patriots have been terrible, and it's not only like Mac Jones. I'm not just trying to pick on Mac Jones and maybe anyone that's a Patriots fan, but like even, and as we know, Zach Wilson too. This one right here is $280, which is actually like just as much as the Mac Jones. I guess maybe because he's playing. Like he just got hurt though today, I think too. And one of his sold for $22,000. Another BGS 8.5 for $10,000. Like that draft class. And I guess it just goes to show, like, even however many good or however many quarterbacks are drafted in the first round does not mean it's going to be worth spending $1,000 in Prism hobby boxes or 20 grand on NTRPAs.
Nope.
Yeah, and I'll also say, like, I don't know. Everybody seems to get so fooled by some of these quarterbacks. Like, they'll have their like pro days. Like, even Trey Lance will throw in there as well. Like, Zach Wilson had that insane throw where he was like rolling and then threw it across his body, and everyone's like, "Oh, this guy is so talented," and like all that stuff. Like, you can't buy in like so early. I feel like you have to wait to see like how things go, because that draft class is just a perfect representation of the quarterbacks that have not lived up to the expectations.
Yeah, I mean, I definitely have to agree with you. It goes the same for like baseball prospects and stuff. Like, you can buy the guy like Ray as he comes out of the new set. But if you watch them play for like at least 3 months to 5 months in the new season, for the good ones, you might end up paying a little bit more premium on top of where they were. But in the grand scheme of things, if that player is actually the real deal, I'm not even saying like Mike Trout real deal, just like a good player that can make his debut, you'll make enough to where it's worth having peace of mind that you're not just throwing out like bets left and right, basically.
Yeah.
Andrew, you actually brought up something that's to us during the weekend when you saw the Herbert post, right? We posted about the select NFL black patch autograph.
Remind me.
I just remember you texted me or texted us, and you were like, "Hey, it's like that type of speculation is just kind of like, all the way around. It's not just an NFL quarterback."
Well, and I think it just makes me like, when you see the numbers next to each other and like you see where prices come down to, it's like, why am I trying to prospect in soccer? Like, what, I mean, yeah, I can buy these young guys and hope for the best, but in truth, like, it makes me think where I'm going to put my money is really what it does.
Speaking of, funny enough, is that like as you were saying that, I brought up this 1985. This is the sticker rookie of Paulo Maldini. SEC authentic evidence of trimming. This was on your list. Tell us why this was on your list of cards you were looking at for this auction.
So I'm not made of millions of dollars, doing the hobby is fun for me. And one of the things that, just piques my interest is when you got, one of the all-time great center backs in football, spent his entire career at AC Milan, won everything with them. And stickers like this, if they're in like PSA 8 or 9, like you're talking $700 to $1,000. Now, I was looking at this card and I was like, this is a super clean looking card. It looks really nice. It's not a PSA 1 or an SGC 1, 2, 3, 4 and has crinkles and wrinkles. Like, it's a very nice looking card. And for me, kind of on a budget, is that something I could pick up? Because even like the 4s and the 4s and 5s do like $90 to $100. So I looked at this and was like, if it's something that I just wanted to have a copy and have it slabbed up and have a nice looking copy, like this is, a bargain for me. Like I'm not gonna be turning around and trying to make a profit off of this. It's just to own, possibly one of the greatest center backs of all time, their rookie sticker for under $50. I thought, what great way to enjoy a cool card.
No, I don't really collect any cards that are like pre-2008. Like that's like when my collecting journey started. So there's very few cards in my collection that are pre-2008. But, I don't run into this very often, finding cards that are either I'm buying one that's like a 1 or an evidence of trimming versus like buying a 5 that, is way more expensive. So you kind of have to make up your mind for, are you willing to, as Peg Jung says, take the exacto discount by it being an evidence of trimming card? Like Andrew, like at what point do you think, and like I'm not even, obviously this is clear, it says evidence of trimming, it's not like anyone's trying to like trick anyone, like SEC calls it out right there. At what point would you be like, I'd rather have an SGC 6 or 7? I understand it's more; those are way more expensive. But I'm just trying to get your thoughts on this.
Yeah, I think it definitely has to be a price point. You don't want to blow your budget on an authentic, right? You want to make sure. So like for me, like I think I just a couple of PWCC auctions ago, I picked up a Garnacho from I think the late 50s, like a 58, that was authentic, had evidence of trimming, and for me, it's not like. I'm just going to enjoy that card. Like that's something where, his World Cup when Pele was injured, like I could just sit back and enjoy that card for what it is and have it in my collection where I'm not paying $500 to $1,000 for a good grade. So I think, if this, like, some of the lower grades, 4, 5s probably do $90 to $100. If that's where you want to jump in, great. But if you just want, and this might even be like a little high for me now, but if you could pull it out for under $30, I would like, yeah, that's a great way to enjoy a card and have a physical copy without breaking the bank.
I think Andrew's got the Liverpool United game on his mind today. I think he meant Garrincha, not Garnacho.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, probably.
I was going to get all hype there. I was like, my boy, but then you said
Garrincha. Thank you.
No, it's all good. I'm just giving you a hard time. I know what you meant.
I mean, he's on everybody's minds,
Although the Worldly scored a couple weeks ago, that was incredible.
Yeah, that was an insane goal. He has looked quite nice, I have to say. Against Chelsea, he was making a lot of plays happen, which was sad for me.
Which is
all right. We're just gonna take it right into another soccer one. So everyone who is like, oh, it's too much soccer, just bear with us for here. It's okay. Andrew will
he'll get to do this very often.
Yeah, he doesn't do it very often. Ronaldo Messi dual matchups 8.5. This was one of the last soccer ones on your list. Tell us about this.
I just, iconic set 2014 Prism. Very rarely do you find anything that has Messi and Ronaldo together on one card. I think he's got a sticker from 2011, or they both do, that has them on the card. But here, you have two of the greatest players to ever play. And their matchups are their, being in La Liga for so many years together, they have that, they play twice a year, like the Ballon d'Ors going back and forth. I just think it's and people, it's not shocking. It's not a no brainer. Why I put it on this list is it was shocking to me to see where prices have come, because these used to just be out of control. They were so high. And so in my head, I was like, someday I'd really love to own something that's not the base. Like I'd love to get something like the red, white, and blue, not numbered, or even something numbered. But you've seen these progressively come down. And now it's like, wow, you could really hold a piece of, from pretty much the iconic set in soccer. Maybe 2017 Topps Chrome, but 2014 is huge, and it's a beautiful card. Kind of with all the color matches that go with it too.
Got it. Very nice. Julian, did you ever own one of these at any point?
Not the Ronaldo Messi, but as you both know, I just love that 2014 Prism matchups cards. Andrew had a couple that he purchased, and I was so close to pulling the trigger on buying them off of him because they're so sweet. And if I was to ever do like some type of set collection or something like that, it would probably be some 2014 Prism matchups. But like Andrew said, it would probably have to be like a non-numbered one because they get quite expensive.
Yeah, they really do. And Max says, "Hi guys, hope you're all well. Even Julian, wow, he's really coming out of his shell tonight to support you,
Those
Julian."
British people are so moody. Oh, so moody all the time.
We got F1 in the house saying supporting the soccer talk. That 2014 matchups is a heavy hitter, surprisingly low PSA 10 pop for sure.
Yep.
I always remember seeing a lot of 8s and 9s and even some lower grades in that set. Centering was pretty bad in a lot of those. I'm sure like the surfaces, etc. And the back corners sometimes were tough with all the color back there too. Tough ones to grade well.
Absolutely.
All right, Andrew, I'm gonna let you jump right into your last thing for the night because after this we'll direct our attention to the extended bidding window. But I think that am I not spelling this right? Didn't show up.
One word, I think, if you got it.
That's what I thought, but
Not there.
let me just retype this in. Oh, there it is. I got it. It doesn't say art box in the title. That's why. All right, Andrew, tell us about this. This is a $900 box of Harry Potter cards. I know you just graded some of your relics from the set with us in SGC grades, but tell us about this and why do you like these Harry Potter cards?
So, I mean, you talk about iconic from, late 90s, early 2000s was the Harry Potter series, the books, the movies. And one of the things is that they did have Artbox did come out with cards. And one of the, I'm relatively new, so if people know more than I do, they probably do. But this box in particular is extremely to me important because you do have the first two books. You've got the Sorcerer's Stone and the Chamber of Secrets, but this box is the first box from what I can find that you've got the big three. You've got Daniel Radcliffe, Emma Watson, and Rupert Grint, who are autos in this. So they have individual autos in this, and then they also have a triple auto of all three of them in it. And so there's huge chase for this. They're pretty rare. They're pretty hard to find. I think a couple other auction houses did have some Harry Potter stuff go up, and I think like the Emma Watson and the Daniel Radcliffe in a PSA 8 for their autos did, I think, between $7,500 and $8,000. And then last December we actually saw a triple sell, and I think it sold for just under $48,000.
That's insane. Now I know I don't know if you know who Adam the 27 guy is, but he's one of the biggest Harry Potter collectors that there is actually, and I know he's always said that triple auto is like the biggest Harry Potter card that there is.
But one of the cool things that I've been, the autos are pretty expensive or can get pretty pricey. I really kind of have been jiving with these relic cards, like they're authentic worn patches from while they were shooting the movies. I just think it's super cool. Like you don't see that a whole lot, and they're relatively affordable too. So you can get stuff that from Emma Watson or Daniel Radcliffe for pretty cheap. But these boxes usually go anywhere from like $1,100 to $1,500 a box because high risk, but huge reward if you hit that triple auto.
Andrew, I was gonna say you were gonna buy this and then we were all gonna rip it, but it looks like it's sold.
So
it just sold.
If I were to buy that, that would go away for a long time. No, I'm not. I don't open. I wish I did more, but
smart man.
Not a gambler man, but really cool set, and I'm really fascinated kind of by sets like this because when they came out too, like a lot of the stuff you buy, they weren't really taken care of from a collector's standpoint. It was more fans, so they'd pick them out, they would look at them, and so you're seeing a little bit more of that put it in a penny sleeve, put it in a top loader right away. And so a lot of them don't grade super, super well. And some of them are thicker cards too. So it's really a fun kind of, as I'm learning, because that's the one thing I love to do about the hobby is, branch out and learn something new every day.
Yeah, no, very, very cool box there. Very cool set. Obviously, I'm really big into the, Disney, Pixar, Toy Story. I mean, Stranger Things, stuff like that. So, and I like Harry Potter too. I don't collect the cards at all, but I can respect anyone that does, collect their passions of non-sports and such. Very cool thing there. And Andrew, I think with that, we're gonna leave it here as the next extended bidding window just started. So Julian and I will pop over and start covering all the different auctions and sales. But hey, I just want to give you a big thanks for coming on the show. Our 100th episode did bring on one of the legends, as we refer to him as over here. But
not one of the legends.
I'm sure that's Max's favorite right there is Andrew. He can't stand Julian and I on a daily basis, but Andrew, he likes all the time.
Who doesn't?
Well, thanks for having me. Happy 100. Thanks again for having me. Glad we could sit down and talk a little soccer and a couple other things too. But enjoy the night. Happy bidding for everybody. Hope you guys land the cars you're looking for. And I'm sure we'll see you on the Slab Stocks channel again.
All right, Andrew. Thanks, man, for being here. See you later.
See you guys.
Hey, Andrew. So when Max says Andrew's goated, it's true because that dude don't like nobody.
Chirped him all in one fellow swoop right there. Sorry, Max. Julian's got to go in on you. I guess that's what you get for making fun of Julian all the time.
Yeah.
All right, Julian. I am currently doing some hunting here for some giveaways because episode 100. You know what that means?
Yeah, that you're not going to guess the giveaway.
No. What? Okay.
Because okay, I got you.
I was gonna say it means multiple giveaways celebrating episode 100. So we gotta find multiple cards. So if you're watching right now, what's up, JB? How you doing? He says you guys are tearing this family apart. We gotta find multiple giveaways. So if you're in the chat right now, I want to hear from you all. I'm gonna throw. First of all, we're not gonna give away one of these like 50 LeBron select basis cards. Just like, what the heck, man? Did you see this? Oh, there's so many there. All right.
There were a bunch of base Shoheis too. I feel like there was like a whole page of them.
Mm-hmm.
There's the Shohei purple auto out of 250 still going. We could give that away.
Yes, multi giveaways, Peg Jung. So I want to hear two names here. Two names. We got Jalen Green. I'm just gonna throw some names out here. Jalen Green, De'Aaron Fox. We've got there's no one on that list. I want. All right, how about this? Pick first between Jalen Green and De'Aaron Fox. Who do you want more, Jalen Green or De'Aaron Fox? Then we'll go from there. The Jalen Green is actually a rookie, number out of 35 from Obsidian, and then we've got the De'Aaron Fox there, Blue Shimmer.
Jerry says there's a Star Wars error card.
Oh, you got to Google what that one is.
Is it way too expensive?
No, it can't be shown here on live.
Okay. Okay.
We got Fox, Jalen Green, Fox, Green. So it looks like we're 3-2. Jalen Green versus De'Aaron Fox. I will wait as long as I need to place a bid before one of these two ends. Let's see. So right now it's 3-2. 3-2 De'Aaron Fox. Is anyone going to throw in a Jalen Green there to even the scales? Then it'll come down. Well. But he says Green and Fox is a rookie auto. It's not. That would be way more expensive. All right, so it looks like that we now have got the skills tip. I was talking the entire time and they both sold. Such a fail. Julian, they both just sold as I was talking. All right, refresh the page.
Yeah.
All right, forget about it. Forget about it. We got to find two other options. I assure you I'm going to bid on these earlier than what that just happened there. Sorry about that, everyone. That was a massive fail on my part. Taking a second to reload here. Yeah, the Tom changing his mind was throwing me for a loop. I was like, what's the count? And then as I was counting it out, I'm not blaming Tom. But all right, how about this? We got a new one here. We've got LeBron James 2009 Topps base BGS 9 or Donovan Mitchell 2018 Prism Blue PSA 9 numbered out of 199? LeBron or Donovan Mitchell? You tell me. We got Jerry saying LeBron. I got a W tonight, by the way.
You did?
Mm-hmm.
What do we get?
You know this guy, Oscar Colas.
Mm-hmm.
He's like 21 for the White Sox. They're kind of bad last year, but $28 for a Wave autograph PSA 10 out of 125. I feel like it's a pretty good buy in the offseason for baseball. All right, it looks like we got LeBron all around. All right, we're going in on the LeBron. Going in on the LeBron. All right, so we got our LeBron bid in. All right, we're gonna get our second one going here.
Lauri Markkanen.
Kadarius Toney or Patrick Mahomes?
Oh God. Kadarius Toney. All Chiefs fans want to come after him.
Oh my gosh, that I saw it, Julian. By the
Dude,
way,
it was bad. They
It-
got to
it-
create a new rule where like that doesn't count as an interception for the quarterback.
No, that was really bad. I know, man. That was right in his hands, and Patrick Mahomes was not happy. He's kind of coming off as a complainer, though. But
No,
get it.
I don't. I don't. For that situation, I don't agree because Tony's made so many mistakes and he's gone to the press conferences and been like, "No, it's my fault or it's not this, dude." Like I would have lost it a long time ago.
yeah, no, I understand what you're saying. All right, actually, valid one right here. Lauri Markkanen, which silver BGS 9.5. I mean, this was not at the time when they were printing silvers at the rate of 2019, 2020, 2021. Guys, I was not serious about the Tony or Mahomes, by the way. How about Lauri Markkanen right here? Prism Silver BGS 9.5. Or Anthony Edwards. Pretty off center, but Optic Pulsar rookie who is absolutely studied at 37 points last game. So it's Lauri Markkanen, future king. I heard that the Thunder might be in play for Lauri Markkanen also. Lauri Markkanen or Ant Edwards. Lauri Markkanen's a 2017 Prism Silver rookie, gem in BGS 9.5. The Ant Edwards is not a great grade, but cool
It's gotta
card.
be
And
Markkanen.
we'll see what people say, though. We'll see what people say. Do you like the player more or the card more? Because the card, the Markkanen's way better. But Ant Edwards. Did you see what Keegan Murray did last night?
Yeah, he went 12 for 13 from 3.
12 for 15. Started the game for 12 for 13.
Oh, I thought he finished 12 for 13.
No, he is 12 for 13 through 3 quarters, and he didn't make a 3 in the 4th, but he was definitely on his way to 50 bomb. So we got Edwards, Ant. No one for Lauri.
Wow.
No one for Lauri
The
Markkanen.
Lauri haters.
Speaking of, dude, Kobe White, is he still balling?
Yeah, man. He's been playing like an all-star ever since Zach has not been playing.
Did you see the card that was ending tonight of Kobe?
No.
It's sold, but honestly, it feels kind of like a steal.
Oh, wow. That does seem like a steal.
I mean, nasty booklet from Opulence. All right, we got one for Markkanen. Y'all have got like we got 2 for Markkanen. We got like 20 seconds left to throw in. 20 seconds left to say if you want Markkanen or Ant. We got tied 2-2 right now. Julian doesn't count.
That wasn't me.
Right. Dude, I swear it said I had 7 seconds left.
Dude,
That's
Aaron,
okay.
you're butchering this.
No, I swear.
You are butchering this.
It's okay, though. It's okay because the Markkanen reset, and there was more Lauri comments anyways, so no one can be mad at me this time.
Oh, my gosh. Maybe I should be in charge of this.
I don't know what happened. I swear it just went from like 8 seconds to 0 in the matter of like 2 seconds. All right, I got our Lauri bit in.
Oh, Max says Aaron plus time doesn't work. Aaron's
I don't
getting
know.
stream sniped.
I don't know what's happening, fam. Oh wait, never mind. Overreaction for nothing.
Aaron's biggest weaknesses, giveaways, and guessing the giveaway.
Literally just the giveaways. Dude, that Messi ending next week. Did you see the Messi ending next week?
Yeah.
Oh
I went.
my,
There's like 2 full pages worth of like very nice stuff.
that's insane. Holy cow.
Yeah, let's pull out the Slab Stocks Black card.
Julian's Christmas gift.
Yes, please.
Max says roasted by PWCC clock. Brutality, bro. This card is absolutely nasty ending this week. This Mike Trout Superfractor from 2021 Stadium Club. It's a little hard to tell on the scan, but
Yeah.
it's just a really cool card, really cool image, I think. And oops, you can't even see it now. I'm having a hard time controlling this new computer. If you can't tell, I'm having some issues. Hoping to get that Braun though. Both are going to the next window. I will fight.
Max says Julian gets a lump of coal for Christmas. I'd rather get that than mushy peas and beans for my Christmas breakfast.
Oh my gosh. You'll never let him hear the end of that, huh?
Yeah, I'd take coal.
I have a question. Has anyone been tracking what's happened with the Indiana Pacers recently and their lack thereof defense? They have no defense at all, actually. Literally, if you look up the bigs that have played against the Indiana Pacers, I think there's been like 25 or so, like 30-plus scorers against them. Karl-Anthony Towns did 40 points the other night. Giannis dropped 64 on them this week. Anthony Davis dropped 40 on them in the in-season tournament. Those Pacers were talking a lot of smack.
I gotta say, they did cook you guys in the in-season tournament.
Okay, yeah, they won an in-season tournament. Congrats. Dude, they're like 13-10, and they can't play any defense. They're 13-10, they can't play any defense. We're 19-7, and we scored just as much as them. I mean, we can't play a lot of defense either, but at least we play more defense than them. It's really bad. Pacers are oh, okay, Max. That actually makes me want to like not talk to you again. No, I'm just kidding. He says we don't drink coffee. It's just a bean smoothie, dude. That's hard to read. That sounds so disgusting.
I wouldn't be surprised though
if it was real. I'm a huge fan of this card. I don't know if anyone saw this one ending tonight. 2007 Bowman Sterling dual gold rookie autograph of Calvin Johnson. Then obviously Jerry Rice, not a rookie here, but Jerry Rice also on the card. Numbered out of 20 BGS 9.5. Two of the best wide receivers in the NFL history. Calvin Johnson, one of the best peak wide receivers in NFL history. He retired pretty early, but man, was that dude insane. This card's at $1,250 right now. Cards like this, like Andrew was talking about himself collecting football cards back in the day. You know, I started with football cards back in 2008. So stuff like that really makes me, think back to when I started collecting. It's just an amazing card. It's so awesome. And actually, I'm a little shocked that this card isn't more expensive here. Now, I understand that this is authentic player worn Pro Bowl patch, but that's part of the Patriots logo for Tom Brady from 2002 Topps Chrome. Like, that is extremely early on for him in Topps Chrome. That actually might be his earliest Topps Chrome set. So it's just a little shocking to me that that's like $1,050 when it's a player worn Pro Bowl patch. And want to know what else is shocking to me, Julian? That's like just as expensive as this?
What? A Bailey Zappi card.
No, but you could get cooked if I brought that up tonight, so we won't bring that up. How about this? How about a non-numbered Tom Brady Bowman Draft SSP from this year's Bowman Draft release? $1,009. This is literally like the exact same price right now, pre-buyer's premium. Or this is like the exact same price right now.
That's crazy how much.
Just saying.
That.
I mean, I love baseball cards and Bowman Draft just as much as the next person, but first Bowmans are of newly drafted players, and I would way rather have a patch of from a Pro Bowl patch early on in his career.
I agree.
Yeah, we were smart to buy big men about to face Pacers to have auction that night for easy 40%. Actually, funny enough, I don't sports bet, nor do I condone it. But one of my friends who sports bets is just basically saying, "Hey, Pacers bigs just get roasted every single game." And I said, "Cat might go for 40+," and Cat went for 40+, and my friend didn't bet it. Shows how much of a friend he is.
I think someone's still salty. They got cooked in the in-season tournament.
I don't give a crap about the in-season tournament, but if we won it, I'd be telling everyone that we won it.
Yeah, you would be.
Did you see this CJ Stroud auto?
Mm-mm. With Adidas in the background?
You want to know what this looks like? Take a guess at what that thing looks like.
Like a bazooka?
Okay, that wasn't what I was going to say. But
Oh.
how much did you watch old Star Wars movies?
Yeah, I watched them.
Okay.
Wait.
It looks like
Yeah,
a
yeah.
Y-wing. It literally looks like a Y-wing fighter.
That's hilarious.
That's the first thing I thought of when I saw it.
That's
It's so funny.
Wow, Max, real good. You guessed it after he said it. Round of applause for Max.
But we're getting close to winning these giveaways here, so we better get those things wrapped up. I'm trying to get 2 giveaways for everyone on. Wait, that's $700 for the Y-wing auto?
That was at 700?
Yeah.
You already passed it.
It's his 2020 Leaf Army All-American Adidas Leaf card. It's at $750.
Steal.
Wow. I think this is what you're referring to, Julian, for like the high number of Ohtani's ending tonight.
I think so. Well, there was is it that one? Because there was like 30.
It might have been a different card because 30 of this would add to like a ton of money because these are like $500 each.
Yeah, I don't know if that's the one.
Well, here's the deal. This card did. Oh, funny enough, actually, we're just talking about increases in price. So here's Ohtani's 2018 Bowman Chrome PSA 10. It's a pop 3,600, almost 3,700, and it's up 32% in the last 3 months. You can see that Dodger spike right here from December 4th up until literally today. Now it's 772. If you go to the last 2 years of this card, though, this thing peaked at like, what was that, $1,500? I just don't get it, I guess. I don't really understand how a pop 3,700 card, which was like a 50th variation of his rookie card, is $750. Now I get it's a rookie, yada yada yada, but there's a lot of those. Like I can go find, I'm pretty sure an autograph of Ohtani for around that much, $750. It won't be a rookie, obviously, but still, I don't know.
Yeah.
Megan says there's a
can't be explained.
Megan says a Friends box is ending on PWCC. I've actually been a VCon the last 2 years. And you might be surprised if you are not sure if there's V Friends card collectors or not. There definitely are, and I witnessed a bunch of them playing different like games in front of me, and they were going nuts. So there's definitely some passionate fans out there, to say the least.
Yeah, and there's like rips on Fanatics Live as well with it. Like,
yeah,
there are quite a few collectors.
No, I mean, there's like 400, 500 people in each of those streams, I think. But speaking of passionate, Badgers, TJ Watt. Did you see this one?
I did see it. I was like, too much.
I mean, it is a sticker. It is a sticker auto. It's from Classic. It's not a really crazy card, but it is a 1-of-1 black auto of TJ Watt. I will never forgive the Packers for trading down, taking Kevin King, and passing to TJ Watt. Literally, that's my least favorite draft move of all time. I don't think anything will ever top it either. Passing a generational
Your least
defender.
favorite?
Yeah.
Is that what you said?
Yeah.
I guess Jordan loves proving that maybe he's not in that category yet.
He's not. Dude, I literally just told you that we passed on a generational defender to take a guy that made us lose against the Buccaneers in the playoffs. It's
all I'd say is in that draft, if they had made better decisions, Aaron Rodgers might still be in Green Bay.
I don't want Aaron Rodgers in Green Bay.
Oh.
I didn't want him in Green Bay the last season before. I want him going after a second MVP. You can't be telling me right now Aaron Rodgers is actually still going to be good.
I think he's still going to be good.
No.
I don't think he's going to be great. I think he's going to be good. He's still a solid quarterback.
Tom, look at Tom going for the people. He says, "Come on, cardboard buddies. Let's submit that like button for express grading. Need to see another 22 likes at least, or the giveaways for the 100 celebration aren't happening under community orders." Tom's running the ship now. You heard Tom. I can assure you though that we have locked down the LeBron James The LeBron James is guaranteed being given away today. That's the Chuck guarantee for those that watch NBA and TNT. Yeah, exactly what Max said.
Dude, Matt, I'm not even gonna say anything.
Dude, Rodgers is finished, Julian. I mean, if he comes back, the Jets have given up the second most sacks in the entire NFL this year. What is he doing coming back with
Winning games?
Dude, don't even start. Oh my gosh. Okay, we got to win a bird card tonight. We have to give away a card of a bird.
Card.
I love these. 1938. My dad used to run a magazine, Birds and Blooms, and he was the editor of it. And I need to get a bird card. Give one away in honor of Papa Slabs. These things are dope. We're still winning the whatchamacallit, the Lori Markkinen.
What?
Okay, Max, let's pump the brakes here. I thought about Zach Wilson over Aaron Rodgers. I'm gonna get a bid in on this bad boy.
Wait, so did we not win the Lori?
No, we're still winning right now.
So we're going for 3?
I mean, this is kind of a, hey, if Lori doesn't work out, we'll give away the bird, and if Lori works out, we might give away 3.
Here comes the boy Jay. Jay's like, stay away from the birds.
Those are my birds. Sorry, Jay. Now we are still winning the Lori though. All right, let's get back to the top of the list here for the items ending tonight. Oh man. I don't know, dude. I don't know about that one.
You don't know?
I don't know.
You think it's a fantastic buy that he's being investigated for inappropriate relationship?
$2,500 in Josh Giddey. I mean,
dude, that card, like within the past 15 minutes, that card spiked. It was at like $800.
That's crazy.
Oh,
no thanks.
Gosh.
There's a Grinch auto. Tom, you got to get that, my guy. Christmas season, baby.
Have you ever watched the more recent like Grinch animated movie?
Oh my gosh, I love it,
dude.
Yeah, I love it.
I watched it recently.
Oh, so good. Benedict Cumberbatch as the Grinch.
Yeah,
it's funny stuff. It's good stuff. All right, let's get to the top of the episode here. The top of the auction. My goodness, there's a platinum portraits Michael Jordan at 23 grand right now.
Pull the trigger.
And a Bill Russell at 11 grand.
No,
there's some big vintage ones. There's the V-front box that's it's actually at 4 grand. I'm sure at buyer's premium. Crazy. That's the Series 1. Ohtani and Trout duel at 2,700. You got AD of 25 rookie patch autograph. These stickers are really crazy, actually. Like the fact that sticker is $2,000 of Larry Bird, and that's 9 graded higher than it. It's wild.
Hey, you hear this, dude? Max says animated Grinch is mid.
Oh my gosh.
I think I don't know. He has no taste.
Come on, Max. That's a very good movie. Huge fan.
Maybe it's because they slap like the British accent over it, and then it's like hard to understand or not as cool.
I'm trying to win one of these birds. We officially got outbid on Lori. It's bird time. Looks like that the Ravens are about to get a 10-point lead. All right, I got to get one of these birds.
Has Jacksonville scored yet?
Yeah, they did. They scored a touchdown a little bit ago. Oh, it's
Not that it matters because I've already won my fantasy
it's a 13-point lead now.
League, but not league. I've won my playoff.
That CJ Stroud in it for $900. That just goes to show what the lack of autographs this year as a rookie is doing to his cards. Like in no world is a Leaf auto selling for $900 normally, but it's the Y-wing auto. So mega respect.
The projections in like fantasy football always crack me up. I'm
Why?
up 138 to 130 on my opponent. He has nobody playing left. And it says he has a 5% chance to win. Like, how does that make sense? My 2 players left would have to get negative points.
Maybe they do.
It's not possible.
Maybe they do. Okay, so I am trying my absolute best to win 2 cards tonight. I'm
Try
kinda
harder.
getting I am. I'm kind of getting bamboozled here. I've got the LeBron. I'm currently in the lead on a bird. And worst case scenario is
On a bird. It sounds like you're like buying a Larry Bird card.
worst case scenario is I dig into the vault and give something away because I got plenty of things in there. Some things I went unclaimed. So if you want your giveaways, make sure to send those emails through because I will transfer you giveaways, as we say. And if you think that you should have got a giveaway, but for some reason you haven't, please resend an email in case it got lost in the shuffle. But there's quite a few things here that have went unclaimed. So I can always pull one out of the lost and found 30-day expiration. If for some reason I can't get this bird. Lori's gone. Lori's gone. That one isn't happening, unfortunately.
Yeah, nobody wants Chelsea cards, so you'd have to like make
It's not. They're not Chelsea cards. What are you talking about?
No, I'm just saying, like, if you're gonna give away a card, like nobody wants Chelsea cards.
What? I'm not giving away Chelsea cards.
Okay.
So when did I say I was giving away a Chelsea card?
No, I'm just saying if you go into like your pile of cards and you want to give something away.
No. It's all stuff that was supposed to be given away, and then people just never emailed. So it's in the lost and found. But I said if you think you're supposed to win a giveaway, but you didn't get a giveaway, resend an email.
Yeah. Okay, there's like 6 or 7 bird cards here. We've got to get one of them.
I'm trying. I'm in the lead right now on America. Oh wait, a Vesper Sparrow. I can't believe they're from 1938.
Nah, go
Wow,
for the
man.
rose-breasted grosbeak.
Yeah, let's get back to which one. Let's see.
Oh,
there it is.
Yeah,
That's a good looking one.
that is a good-looking bird. We sound like 80-year-old grandparents who go bird watching. That's a good one right there.
See, I already have a bidding. I feel like that Jay is going to be mad if I switch my bird of that I'm picking a bid on right now. So,
Jay, which bird are you going for? We will stay away. Number 1 and 2, he said. Okay, so the reds. Wait, yeah, the red start and yellow throat off limits.
oh, the yellow. So I can go. I'm going to go after the rose-breasted grosbeak.
Dude, yeah, that bird looks sick.
There we go. Got to get these giveaways out there for the episode 100.
I feel like we should do some great colors on that one. Some educational piece on this. Let's see.
I could totally get Papa Slaps to sit down at the podcast desk and start talking about some birds. That man's
Does he know a lot about birds?
I told you he was the editor for a magazine called Birds and Blooms, bro. Here,
What?
yeah, he's a bird wizard. But yeah, if you have any information, do share, Julian.
I'm gonna look something up. We'll go some.
Oh wow, we're at 9:59.
Called cutthroat due to its coloration. Large seed-eating grosbeak in the cardinal family.
In the cardinal family.
Primarily a foliage gleaner, whatever that means. That sounds cool. Let's see. Okay, if you want to attract one, go big. While these large birds may be able to squeeze onto a 2-feeder, you'll have better results offering the seeds on a platform feeder.
Slab Sock Sundays has officially turned into bird education show. Come on, we got to get one of these. We got to get one, if not both. I'll keep one of them. We'll give away
They like sunflower chips.
Nice. Now you know how to get some
Yo,
grosbeak.
if somebody puts sunflower chips out, I might go and eat them.
Yes, we're giving away a bird.
Yeah. Not a real bird. Not a real bird.
No, not real bird. 1938 rose-breasted grosbeak is officially one of the giveaways. The LeBron is also a giveaway, but the grosbeak will go to spot number 1 because it was actually more expensive. So these are our giveaways for the night. Not that. Well, yeah, that. But where's the bird? Oh, I got it.
Two absolute legends in their specific areas: LeBron James and the breasted grosbeak.
2 goats right here. Yeah, make sure you get those number 1s in the chat. This is my last and final opportunity in the 100 episodes of Slapstock Sunday's existence to actually win this thing, or pick the right person. So make sure you load up those giveaways. I'm going to let that thing stay open until 10:05 Central Time so we can get plenty of people. What happened here? Why don't I see any of the cards ending? All the cards didn't end, did they? That's impossible.
Let's see. No.
Oh, I'm just not on page number 1. That's why. The Black Finite Big Poppy is number 1 right now. Oh, I forgot to switch over. There we go. Black Finite Big Poppy, unlicensed card, but you know how those 1/1 Prism Blacks do, no matter the sport, no matter the license or not. Super dope Pikachu and Raichu there, kind of cracked ice looking thing. Serena Williams rookie autograph as well is now the highest big card that is remaining. Very
Tom
nice,
said,
Alex.
please
Morgan.
don't pick me. So don't pick him, Aaron.
I'm really sorry to whoever ends up getting picked. I apologize in advance.
It's like the plague.
Yeah, you're doomed. But yeah, we got the bird going to the first spot and then LeBron going to the second spot. So thanks everyone for being here on episode 100. We look forward to many more. It's definitely been a fun time running these episodes, and I hope you all are as excited as we are for what's to come, and also for these giveaways tonight.
Leave a comment whether Aaron will guess it by episode 200.
Oh my god. Can you imagine if we're sitting here like episode 200 and I'm like, I still haven't picked the person. So yeah, y'all have got 2 minutes left to jump in on this, to jump in on the giveaway here. Super cool Marcelo there. Those trebles are pretty nice. No, Max. So I actually talked about it at the beginning of the episode. We are not streaming. I'll give the episode at the end of the episode too for anyone that wasn't here. Next Sunday we will not be live. We will instead be live on Thursday.
Sorry, 1 page. So look at a card.
Okay, all right. We'll be streaming on Thursday. Time is to be determined. This upcoming Thursday we'll be streaming covering the weekly auction number 101. It's Christmas during 101, so we will not be streaming, but appreciate everyone's support this year.
I'm doing Shakespeare.
I'm gonna go with a Steve Yzerman patch number out of 10. Stevie Yzerman patch number out of 10. All right, everyone, this is the last minute to jump in here.
Tom, I appreciate you making my Sunday nights. He said, appreciate y'all for making my Sunday nights fun and entertaining, even when my teams lose or had a bad day. Thanks, Julian. Oh, and Aaron.
And Aaron. We have hit time here. We have hit time. We have a Cardinal in the chat.
Oh, the Birder's backyard has gotta win the word is spread. We have got the legendary card.
I was gonna say that was quick thinking. All right, I'm just getting the giveaway names ready here. Where's your Shakespeare?
It's still going. It's
1901.
Yep.
That's insane.
Yes, sir.
Is it just me or were the football games weak this week? Maybe it's just I'm so salty the Packers lost.
No, it was pretty great. I watched the Niners smack down the Cardinals.
Niners Super Bowl?
I hope so. Oh my gosh. Dude, Christian McCaffrey's insane.
I know.
So good.
Okay, I think I've got the names. Let's see here. You're still running here? I'm still running, but I need a bid here. All right. We see the giveaways. Here we go. Good luck, everyone, but mostly good luck to myself. I have a 1 in 21 chance. All right, 1.
You've had
2.
better odds that you've never gotten.
Du Bois, please, man.
Rip to the boys.
Please.
I'm gonna go with 18 Craven Cards.
Okay, don't forget that the first and second place winners actually win this. Whoever gets first will get the card of the bird, the grosbeak. Whoever gets second will get the LeBron James, two respected goats.
And we're guessing the first.
Yeah, we're guessing for the first year. Come on, man.
Wah, wah, wah. You did it. You did the impossible. 100 episodes, not
100 times, man. 100 times? Are you serious right now?
Oh, I finished third. That's
all right. Well,
you ever finished?
We gotta give a shout out to Leslie Munson. Congrats to Leslie Munson for getting a card of a grosbeak from 1938. Congrats to Tom. Congrats to Tom for getting the LeBron James, and come back next week Sunday to see what episode Aaron ends up guessing finally, if any ever.
No.
Probably not. So yeah, there we go. Sorry to Du Bois for
you let the boys down like that.
I really should have realized that wasn't going to be the one to win on.
Wow, ripping Du Bois.
No, that was my fault. Julian Shakespeare is still extended. My Iserman is still running right now, but will it make it any further is a real question.
Hockey cards are still going.
Do you know what? Well, actually, here's the deal. We will be giving away a card on Thursday. So we will be live for that Thursday episode, by the way. That's not going to be like a pre-recorded episode. We will be live. So please come to that show on Thursday. I'll have it scheduled. I'm just going to throw a time out there right now.
How would we give it away though? We're just going to lock on a card and say
no, I'm just going to give away something from the vault. I got plenty of things to give away.
Yeah.
But I'm just going to throw a tentative between 8 p.m. or 6 p.m. and 8 p.m. Eastern time, somewhere in that range. Don't have the exact time yet, but I'll list the episode up here at some point this week so everyone can see the time. But yeah, make sure it comes so you have a chance to win the giveaway. Maybe, just maybe, that's the one I'll win if there's a little bit less people to enter the giveaways.
Stop kidding yourself. The delusions are getting too big.
It doesn't matter, actually. I'm cooked. I'm absolutely cooked.
We need a Christmas miracle for Aaron, says Tom.
Tom is right. Yep. Make sure notifications are on time. You'll get the notification Thursday. We'll do our preview, our episode preview.
Dude, yours got a bid again. Come on.
Let's go. Hey, maybe I can win that. I'm actually pretty good at this. Not gonna lie.
But this isn't as hard to guess.
What are you talking about? This takes
other
skill.
one is so much harder. This is just your experience in sports cards.
It takes some skill. Exactly.
No.
Actually, no. There's very little skill in this. For one thing that does well 1 week could do terrible the next. Terrible quote. I'm just saying, not get picked.
Come on.
The next week.
Oh,
the
2 seconds left. Got a bid.
Dang, man. I can't get any dubs in the slab studio tonight. I did pull 3 Paul Skeens autos. Max is saying that Man U's finished.
Dude, after we smacked Chelsea, I was like, there's no way Max is still going to talk smack, and somehow he still managed to talk smack. I don't understand.
Julian, I think we have to give ourselves some props, though. We got one of the last 3 each.
Yeah. You suck, but I'm pretty good. No, I'm just joking.
The heck?
We're good. We're cracked.
We're cracked.
Oh, you got a bid again. Uh-oh. Oh, yeah.
You sound like Vector. Oh, yeah. Vector, the billing goat.
Crime with something in
Speed and magnitude. Or
speed
something.
and magnitude.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
What a goat. Oh, why did we get another bid right there? We need another bid right there. But we're going. Patch is nasty.
Everybody wants it.
I wonder if Jay's in on your William Shakespeare. It's definitely why you picked the Shakespeare.
What? You figured out my strategy.
Max, who's Vector, me or Julian? Julian?
He is Vector. He's got to be talking about me.
Yeah, but you're also King Julian.
I am. Mort.
If you stay long enough in the episode, you might see some movie impressions.
Uh-oh. We're in trouble. Jay says he got the... Oh, I'm hoping that means he's also going for the Shakespeare. But he said he got the Edison already.
Let's see. I can't believe I picked that Iserman. Was at like $400 or $500. Now it's at $850.
Yeah,
Julian's Vector. We should get Julian a Vector costume for episode 200.
Yeah,
have the big orange collar popping up behind you.
And Max is that like old scientist that made the fart gun.
Max, he's kind of cooked you, bro. Oh, dude, I'm glad that you got that. I was thinking about bidding on that SCP-7. Picked up the 2014 Select Gold courtside number out of 10 PSA 10. Those are the first courtsides that they ever made for Select basketball. That card was nasty, dude. That card was so cool. Jealous. Very jealous.
Jay, don't do it. Don't let go. Don't let go.
This is a fight right here. This is a real fight.
Shakespeare drops a double-double. You never know what you could sell that for.
Max, your resilience is actually impressive.
I don't get cooked. I do the cooking. Yeah, mushy peas and beans. That's why nobody wants to eat what you cook.
It's impressive, his resilience from watching us lose to how he's still fighting you. I cannot believe that these cards are all still going here.
No,
this has been like 6 windows in a row. You're losing here, my guy.
No, Jay, don't do it.
I think you're cooked, bro.
No. Yes.
I'm just so shocked that we're both still in.
We're just built like that. Now we just need the Gordie Howe to not get a bid, and then it's a 1v1.
That'd be intense.
Last bid. Jay, come on. You know you want
to. Jaguars might be back in this game too.
Really?
Well, they're reviewing a touchdown right now. Oh, it might. All three again.
Dude, what is going on? I don't know. At this point, maybe I just want it to end.
2 hours later. What's going on? SCP picked up Upper Deck the Cup Eric Stahl patch out of 10. SCP is going in tonight. The Sports Card Professor 7 is cooking. 8 seconds and the next window starts. The Iserman's up to 11:25. Pretty good call on that one, but got some Red Wings fans going crazy right now, going brazy, as Julian says.
Going brazy. They need to chill out, though. No more.
The first bid has been launched.
No. Dude, yours gets bid right away. Jay, William Shakespeare might be the most influential person of all time.
Oh my gosh, calm down. I heard Gordie Howe is terrible at hockey. That card shouldn't get a bid.
Yeah.
Just messing. One of the best
William Shakespeare, on the other hand, good at everything. Got a bid. Come on, Gordie Howe. At the very least, I just want a 1v1.
How are all three of these cards still running? It's now like 10:50.
It's a new label.
The PSA label is the new label, so he thinks it's probably gonna like.
No. It's all relative. They're both new.
All right, 1v1.
1v1.
Heck, there we go.
See, when you consider that this card is from 1901, both of them are considered new.
Actually, it's kind of fitting here. Episode 100, head versus head to decide who's the champion of picking the right card.
I can't lose to Aaron. It would ruin my weekend.
Jeez, at least you won your football game.
I'd rather win this than. No, I'm just joking.
Yeah, no. I give this up to win versus the Buccaneers.
If you get a bid with like 5 seconds left, oh my!
He's cooked.
No.
He's cooked.
No.
He's cooked.
No.
Episode 100 champion. Episode 100 champion.
Oh, Jay won.
Thank you very much. Thank you very
Jay
much.
won it though. I was gonna say, Jay, I'm never gonna forgive you, but you won it, so I can't chirp you.
Thank you very much. That will do it. Stevie Y
takes no skill.
Absolutely cooked Julian. All right. Well, everyone.
Takes no skill.
That was
come back when you guess the giveaway.
That was episode 100. I, of course, took the final W of the year. Unless maybe next week Julian picks the right giveaway winner. But either way, awesome card to end it here at the Steve Irisman. Congrats, Jay, on the William Shakespeare. Congrats to anyone won cards tonight, especially on that Damian Lillard Sports Card Professor 7. You never know. Maybe one day we'll make a trade and I can get that one from you. But what a fun episode. And I appreciate everyone coming out to episodes here in 2023. We do have one final episode. Actually, 2 final episodes. I forgot. There's 2 more before the year ends. So never mind about that. But this was episode 100. Thanks to Andrew for joining. Julian, thanks to him for joining. Sorry you're trash at picking the last card. He has no words. He has no comment. He can't speak. Much more to come from the Slab Studio. First episode streaming here for Slab Select Sundays. But we'll be back this Thursday for episode preview for Auction 101. Have a great rest of your week, everyone. Merry Christmas and happy holidays, and see you soon.